Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. It is already the end of July. Don't know where that month went. It started off slow and I was like, oh, I've got like 20 something days left in this month, and then oh my gosh, it's over. So I wanted to share my completed pages for the month of July. Did I say June? I might have. Anyway, July. I'm on the right month now. Yeah, so I did quite a bit. I do have some whips. Honestly, I feel like I colored a lot this month, and I think it's just because it was a long month. I don't know any other explanation, but I did do most of the pages I had put in my TBCs, and then I got all my buddy colors and all my group colors and all my tags. And I will be making a video of all the tags. So I have my Karlson Crazy I need to compile the images for. That might take a little longer than I had planned because I ended up with almost 150 last time I looked, and that was 3 days ago. So there might be more. So I have to see what we wind up with, and I'm slowly importing those. So I have that. And then my Facebook group, we did a page as well, which I'll show you, and then I'll be making a little video for that. And then we have the Christmas in July one. I am only going to share photos of those who participated on mine, not all the other host channels. The hosts are responsible for that. I think for mine, though, I only have like 4 or 5. So it'll be a really short video, but cute stuff that people came up with, so it has to be shared. Okay, so let's just dive in. So yes, completed pages. I have some like pages to be colored for next month marked also, so hopefully I don't confuse them. Oh, so we'll start off with Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. This is actually my Facebook group buddy color page. We voted on the Mushroom House. I did this with the 520 oily Brute Fooners. I did some like splatter with paint. I also used some Mod Podge Extreme glitter, but it didn't work out very well on top of the pastels. FYI, it clumps together on top of pastels. So that part was not intended, but either way, I had a lot of fun with this one. And the ones that everyone did in my Facebook group are darling. I do have a tutorial for the pan pastel backgrounds, just 2 colors. So if you're new to pan pastels, you can check that out. All right. And then in a Flowerscape, I am coloring this book in order and only with Prismacolors. So I did complete this one here. Actually, I need to leave the tabs so I can date them. So this one obviously was done with Prismacolor, and that was it. I didn't end up doing a background for this one because I felt it didn't need one. Sometimes a picture just pops and it has 0 reason. Like a background I think would actually kind of kill this one a little. So I really liked this one. Maggie shared it on Instagram. That's the artist of this book. So I was all like, oh, you know, anytime an artist shares your work, you get a little fan fainting and all that, because you're like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it was really cool of her to do that. But I had fun with this one. And again, I'll be coloring one for August in order, because that's how I'm working with that one. Okay. In Magical Dawn, yes, there's going to be a lot of Hannah Karlson, but I can't host a Hannah Karlson tag without coloring those pages, right? So, Magical Dawn by Hannah Karlson. I did this page here. Now, this one was a buddy color with the lovely Kate from Kate's Coloring, as I drop my thing. Dropping sticky notes. Kate's Coloring Haven. So she is still working on hers, but probably by the time this video posts, hers will be done. And I'll share it side by side on Instagram. This is another one where I just didn't want to do a background. I think it looked cute. I was playing around with my polychromos, doing some odd duck color combinations. Just kind of combining colors to see what they turn into, more or less. I did use my glitter paint pens for these little bubbles or rocks, or I don't even know what they're supposed to be. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to add a background to this one. I like the way it turned out, so we'll leave it alone. to the side. Okay, so right now I have Jamie's copy of Daydreams. As you know, we did it was a cross-channel buddy color, but we also did a book exchange. So she has my Daydreams copy, and I have hers. We're actually exchanging next week. But in each other's book, you know, we colored this side, and then in our book we colored this side and tried to match the other person's color scheme when we were in their book. So in my book, I did like a pink kind of theme, and then in her book, she had done like teals and blues, so I did teals and blues over here. It was actually a really fun idea. Jamie came up with the idea, and I absolutely loved it. It was loads of fun. Plus, then I got to meet a fellow colorist in person. It's crazy. She and I live like seriously maybe 45 minutes apart. So it's like, hey, we should do this. Okay. This is a whip. So from 100 Flowers by Special Art, I had scanned and printed out this one picture, and I was playing around with my new Blick Studio brush markers. Unfortunately, they kept bleeding, but I think it's the Amazon marker paper and not the markers themselves. So I did get new paper, and I'm going to rescan this and use the same colors and try and finish it, because I actually was having a lot of fun with those colors. So I need to put that in my whip pile. Okay. So Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I'm doing a fun little theme with this one. So this will be all in pastels, this entire book. It is super thin. Like, I mean, look at that thing. So I was like, I could probably tolerate that many pages in pastels. So that's what we're doing. So I have a couple in here. All right, this first one here is this cute little mushroom house. This one I used Black Widows, and no, not just the monarchs. There's actually quite a few pastels that aren't monarch. So this was just all pastel colors within all of the Black Widow pencil sets. And then I'd use some white Signo gel pen to just add some, I don't know, stars or sparkles, whatever you want to call those, in the background. The background is also done with the colored pencils. All right, and then, we have this lovely gal here. So for this one, I used the Astra Pastello or Pastel Love pencils for the gal. And then the background, I used the new Watercolor Confections vintage pastels that were given to me as a gift, and they did really well on this paper. Like, this paper didn't even buckle that much, so that was actually pretty impressive. And I had a few of you ask, so I know when I swatched these, they look really milky and opaque, but that's because I took them straight from cake to paper. I watered this down to apply it to the page, and I don't know if you can see it, but it actually takes really well. There was times I even accidentally went over my pencil, and it doesn't cover anything up. It becomes quite translucent and waters down really nicely. So, and I used just one, I can't remember the name of the purple color, but I just used one there and went with it, and I had a lot of fun. Okay, and then I also did this page here. So this was a buddy color with Emma Colors 2020. And I did share that one on Instagram, I think. I'm like, did I share this? But I did the Astra Pastello pencils again. Had I known I was going to do my A challenge, I wouldn't have used them as much, but, you know, hindsight. So that was for all of this, and then I did use my Arteza white gel pen, and then the background is Distress ink, which bled for some reason. I've never had bleeding with my Distress inks, and this is like a really light color. I can't remember what color it is, but I mean, look at it. It's not one that you would think would bleed, so that was kind of weird. But I think that is it for Karlson images. I know I didn't do a ton, but all right, so this cute little gal here, I was asked by Sweet Escape Digital Stamps to color some of their images on their Etsy store, and this was one of the ones they had me color. Basically, they just put it up on their store so you can see how to color them if you're a colorist, or how to color them if you're doing like using these as digital stamps for cards and whatnot. So I colored this one just using Prismacolor, and I had some fun with this actually. It's a small image. It's just a little, like my hand is just as big as it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and doing hair with Prisma, which I normally don't do if you've seen my hair series. It's just a whole different style of coloring. The way I do hair, you have to change if you want to use Prismas. But it can be done. I mean, you can still see all the detail in her hair here. I think it turned out really cute. That was just like a fun, quick and easy image to do. Okay, I honestly, some of these whips and projects, I'm like, when did I color that? Okay, so in World of Flowers, Johanna Basford, I do have a whip right here. This is Chroma Flow by Derwent. I've only had them how long now? I finally broke them out, and I was working on this mandala, and I honestly just lost interest. There's a reason I don't do mandalas with colored pencil. I do those with glitter gel pens to just go brain dead. This was like color blending, 3 colors. I was starting to lose it. So I'll come back to this eventually. But yeah, for now, it might be a long-term whip. But it's okay. Like, if you're not feeling a page, put it away and wait till the feeling is back. No biggie. Okay, from Enchanted Faces, this is actually one of my 10 books to finish this year, and I am so behind. But what on earth did I color? Well, I had it marked for something. I know I colored something in here. It's just a matter of why it was marked, but it's not showing. Okay, I'm gonna pause it so you guys don't have to sit here watching me flip, and I will find it. Okay, so it was the first one. I had started this one with my Prismacolors. I was playing around making a funny, funky blue hair. I don't do realistic hair on Hannah Lynn. This is the one and only where I'm like, no, chunky, color blocked loveliness is totally fine. So yeah, I had started this one, and all I had left was I needed to go back with my glitter paint pen. I was going to use my blue one, and I didn't do that. So it's a whip that I'm sure I'll finish like as I finish this video. I'll be like, all right, let's finish that one. Okay. So from Romantic Country, the third tale, I did this schoolhouse picture here. So this was a buddy color with Sabrina from Sabrina's Twist of Color, and I'm waiting for her to finish hers up. She should have it done this month though, so I'll share it on Instagram. But this was done with, I think, polychromos. I did this a while ago. It is polychromos, yes. I know I don't like to use my Prismas in this book. They can get kind of weird, so I usually use polys on this paper, this freaky smooth paper that's in this book. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was polys. Colors look polys. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I just kind of went, I don't know, I've seen this page done so many times that it actually intimidated me to do it, because so many people have done such amazing work with it, and I was like, oh, mine's just gonna be so But I finally did this page, and actually I think it turned out pretty cute. I don't have any complaints. I had a lot of fun. The green woodwork was really fun to do, and then I just wanted the desk up there to stand out, and basically I just didn't want traditional woodwork. So the only thing that was like right here, because I was like, I can't do that green. So but everything else, yeah, I had a blast. I was practicing coloring apples and random things that I don't normally color. But it turned out super cute. Really need to do more in that book, to be honest. Okay. So, from Summer Scenes, this is a Teresa Goodridge book made by Creative Haven. I did this lovely one. You probably recognize this because this was a color along on my channel. We used Derwent Inktense and a colorless alcohol blending marker, which, by the way, is one of my favorite ways to use Inktense, because screw those freaking water brushes. Those things like irk me sometimes. But this was really fun because it was just a beginner's one, help everyone get their feet wet with Inktense, no pun intended. and just, you know, take away the scary of Inktense, because I swear water control is like one of the scariest parts of Inktense. Once you get past that, it's all golden. But yeah, I really do like how this one turned out. A few of you requested more beginner ones and advanced ones using the colorless blender. So I'm going to do that because I will gladly do that any day of the week. Okay, I did a Kirby page. That like never happens. I'll pick them out, but they never actually finish. So in Worlds Within Worlds, I did this one, which you may recognize because I did a video on how I did these waves here. Honestly, this was incredibly relaxing, which is weird because Kirby books usually stress me out. Like I'm sitting there, and I had a lot of fun with this one. So it's Prismacolor for the fish and all the waves. The white is a combo of white acrylic paint and gel pen, just kind of depends where. The background, this dark blue here, is actually my Jane Davenport watercolors. It's 2 different watercolor colors. Don't ask me which 2, but I think they're actually from 2 different palettes too. And that one's got a little dusty. And then like the little guys I just finished in Prisma. The dolphins are actually my Paul Rubens glitter watercolors. I think I might need to spray this again because the Prismacolor feels a little loose, and you know how Prisma loves to smear. So I'm actually going to do this side using the exact same colors I did here. It was just so incredibly relaxing that, yeah, I actually found it fun. So I won't be doing that next month though, because my TVCs are already out of control. Okay, I did a mandala. This wouldn't be my channel without it. So I keep forgetting. 50 Spiral Mandalas from her, whom I can never say the name right. So I just did this one with some Sakura Jelly Roll glitter gel pens. I did post this on my Instagram and I think my community tab here on YouTube, but I use these to recharge. Like once I'm kind of overwhelmed or I just need a break from the shading, I do this and it really helps. And these colors actually turned out really cute. So it's a relaxing color palette. But there will always be a few mandalas. Whether I remember to share them or not is another story. Okay, in the Chibi Girls coloring book, I did this lovely one here. So I am testing those Arteza Everblend brush markers as promised. And this was done with the Deco Tones. I think after that live stream we all agreed this was the one we liked, the Deco Tone set. So I colored this whole page in Deco Tones. Like I had said, I was coloring a page per 36 count, and then I'm going to combine them all for another page. So yeah, this was the Deco Tones, already done. It turned out pretty cute. I had some trouble blending my pink hair, but oh well. And then I added some stickles because I really didn't know what else to do with these lines. So I can't leave them black. So I used, I think it's Cosmic stickles. I don't know, but it adds some sparkle because I love sparkle so much. And yeah, it's not bad. The Everblend did just fine on this paper, which is why I'm testing another paper with my Blicks that were bleeding like crazy, just to see if it's user error, marker error, paper error. Could be a combo of it all. I lied, I have another Hannah Karlson one. I don't know how I forgot this one. Okay, so when I had initially started the, oh, I gotta leave that there because that's telling me what colors to use when I color the page next to it. I can get it up. Okay, so I had initially started a thing on my YouTube community tab asking about a buddy color. And a couple of people had, you know, or no, it started with one that picked the owl page. And then someone else said, hey, you know what, I'll do that one with you guys. I haven't. And then a few others joined in. So there's actually quite a few people who completed the owl page. And that, among other buddy color requests in Hannah Karlson, is what totally spawned the entire tag because it was just like everyone was Karlson crazy. So I was like, might as well make a tag. So I did do this one with Prismacolor. I had a lot of fun with this one. I haven't colored crystals in a while, but I just outlined those with some white gel pen. Not really sure which brand. Then the background is distress ink. I think it's the antique linen. Don't quote me. But yeah, I did the background. This one didn't bleed, but you see how it came through? The ink lines came through. That's because I was trying a new fixative. I was trying a Krylon, just acrylic fixative, not like a normal artist fixative, but just a Krylon glossy fixative, because I wanted to hold down my Prismas. I will not do that again. I will be just using a normal fixative because this is the second book where it has made the lines bleed through. Not a biggie, the paper's not ruined. When I go to do this background, I'll probably wash it out with some watercolor. But yeah, just FYI, that Krylon, no go. I know a lot of people that use it, so I don't know. But either way, I had some fun with this. You know, Hannah Karlson's portraits are so cute, but there's no dimension to the faces. They're just kind of flop there. So I added her nose and gave her some cheekbones, lips, and a chin, and tried to give her some dimension just so she looked like she had a nose for one. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. So thank you guys for suggesting this. This was a load of fun. And someone else actually did like the whole double page spread. I just didn't have it in me. So, but that's why I saved the colors so I could go back. Okay. Oh, got 3 more. Here is my snow globe for Christmas in July. So this one I had started on live stream with Erica from Elm Colors. And I don't know if it's picking it up or not, but I colored it with the Brute Fooner 520 oily pencils. And then I outlined everything in white gel pen. And then the inside of this, and then like the little areas pouring out of the cracked glass, are done with my Paul Rubens glitter watercolors. I used 2 of the blues. And then let's see, oh, and the background is actually 3 different pan pastels. So it's like a mid gray, a light gray, and then actually there's a sky blue mixed in there. It probably just doesn't show up, but I wanted it to kind of reflect the blue from here. But my idea with this one was that it would be cracked and just kind of spilling out. That's why it's darker here, because you're seeing like inside the snow globe as opposed to the outside. It's just pouring out, and there's actually broken pieces of glass on the ground. It just didn't turn out quite how I wanted. It's still cute. It's just some minor flaws. We are our worst critics, let's just be real. So there's a few things I would have done differently. I may even, at Christmas time when I'm feeling Christmassy, go back and like keep working it. So I'm not going to put a final fixative on it. I am going to put a workable because this pan pastel I never sprayed, so it's straight up all over my hands right now. But I will spray it with a workable to hold it down until I'm ready to tackle it again. Probably in December. We'll see. All right. So I do have 2 whips. Lovely whips. This one here is Yasmin by Mariola Budek. I have done the pink hair tutorial using Black Widows for a light pink, luscious, cotton candy-ish hair. The skin was done with Luminance Prismacolor? Can't even remember now. I took one of Karen Valentine's skin videos and used one of the mediums and repurposed it. I want to say I used her Prismacolor one and used it on this picture. I know she's done this one in Luminance, but I swear I used her Prismacolor one. At this point, I don't remember. But either way, she gets credit for the skin. I had to alter a few things. I do remember, though, that I was using a tutorial that wasn't this one to do the skin, and I was just using her colors and methods. It's still a whip, though, obviously. I need to do the tattoo, her little wrap here. I don't even know if that's a dress or not. And then I need to do her eyes, her eyebrows. I don't know how I'm going to do eyebrows. I can't give her pink eyebrows. Like, that one's really baffling me, but I can't give her brown eyebrows either. I'm might do gray. No, I don't know. It's gonna be a, who knows. But yeah, I need to finish her face and all that. However, the month of August, I am trying to only use those that start with the letter A. Now, that said, if you have special projects or a need, you know, you can totally dive in with another. So I'll probably keep working on this using Prisma here and there, but it may take a little while because I do have a lot in my basket to work on for August. But I will finish this soon-ish. It was a lot of fun though. Okay, so by the time you guys see this video, this will already have been recorded, but right now it's a whip. And I've probably shown it on a few videos already, so you're like, okay, I get it. So this will end up probably in my August completed pages. I'm just filming this on the last day of July, but it'll post a few days into August. And I'll be filming this actually tomorrow. So I was gonna do it today and ran out of time, but this is on Desert Storm, Nina Desert Storm Tantone paper. The hair is Black Widows, and I think it's like 7 colors. Something ridiculous, that's for sure. But red hair is not easy. Yes, you could do it with 3, but if you want that realistic, fiery, ginger-looking red, you really have to, you know, take out a lot more colors than you think. So, we'll be finishing this side on camera in real time. Don't know how long that'll take us, but we're gonna do it. And then the rest of this was actually polychromos, except the skin. Sorry, skin was luminance. And then this all was polychromos, her lips, freckles, eyes, dress, and all that were all polychromos. But I did use luminance for the skin. That's just tends to be what I use on this paper, that or Prisma. I should try my polys. I'm just not comfortable layering them enough. But I had a lot of fun with these flowers, and I felt like the purple really pulled nicely with the orangey reddish hair. And then I just kept with a really neutral, light, creamish yellow dress because I didn't want like a dress to just pop off the page, you know. So that's kind of the reason I chose those. Plus the yellow ties into the yellow in her hair, so it brings that out. I actually have yellow up in the flowers. So we have like a yellow theme graduating throughout. Yeah, overall it's not too bad. Part of me is wishing I would have done green eyes, but yes, I could erase it. It's just, well, I don't want to. So we're gonna leave it as is. I know I normally pick a favorite picture of the month, so I've done so many that I love. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna say this one is my favorite. I actually really dig how it turned out. I was using a very unconventional combination of pencils for the feathers. There's blues, purples, creams, yellows, all up in there. Like, it was a very random selection, but just goes to show the smushy power of a Prisma. It's like, what's that? You can blend whatever you want together. So that was a lesson right there. But I do love how this turned out. And I can't wait to actually color the other side. Probably not in August because I have too much, but either way. Oh no, because I also have another favorite. Okay, it's a tie for first. Let's just have a tie as I grab it. Because yeah, that one I really like, but I also really, really like this one. So we're tied for first of favorites. So you guys will have to let me know. Do you like the Flowerscape picture or the Hannah Karlson one better? They're both my favorite. I mean, this one I'm a little more biased because it's my favorite book, but I like them both, so I can't really choose. But yeah, guys, that is it for my July pages, I think. I colored quite a bit. I had a lot of detailed pages, so at the end of the month, actually, the last 5 days, I was sitting here like, oh, do I want to start another page? What should I do? Like, I was actually twiddling my thumbs. So I'm surprised at how much I got done this month, and I've picked out quite the stack for August. Probably a ridiculous stack that I won't get through, but as with any TBC video, I always say I'm picking these out because I have like the feeling I want to color them, but that feeling could totally go away tomorrow. That said, almost everything I had is a TBC for July was colored and completed, and I added in some extras because I got through them all and I was like, oh, all right, I need to color something. So I get a lot more done in a month than I think, I guess. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've had a blast this month with all the buddy colors and the tags. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Karlson Crazy. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to show all the images. Like, I'm blown away at some of those images people have done. Like, holy moly, are you guys talented? So yes, I will get that up very soon. Thank you to my Facebook group for doing the buddy color. We are doing one in August. If you want to join my Facebook group, it's always linked below. Come join us, do the buddy color page. It looks like it'll most likely be in World of Flowers. That's what's winning the vote. So that's likely going to be where it comes from. And then, yeah, I'm not going to do many buddy colors for August, but that's because I have a lot of things going on, including kids just needing to get back to school, and I don't want to extend myself or promise to color a page and then my mood totally swings me elsewhere. So I'm trying to limit the buddy colors this month. I do have a couple that had spilled over that I couldn't take last month, or I should say this month. They'll spill over into August, but yeah, this is going to be a fun month. Lots of cool stuff planned, and I can't wait to see everyone's finished pages. But until next time, guys, take care.